Alright, sorry about that small delay. Yeah, let's go right into this. There's never much for me to say at the beginning of these streams except let's get started. What else is there to do, right? Shut that off. Good ass music, but gotta go. There's a pleasant hotel room music. And then we transition over. And we're good to go. Alright. Where did we leave off last night? Oh yeah, apparently I guess the Crystarium's getting attacked or something. Or is about to be attacked. Character went to sleep, woke up, and they told him about it, and that was pretty much it. So we left on kind of a cliffhanger, and I kind of want to know what happens next, so just gonna get right into this. When it rains, it pours. Survey the etc. Few townsfolk are about, and you spy none who appear to be in distress. Leon! Well, we haven't spoken to Alizé in a while. I'm only just returned from Amarang, yet I find the Crystarium moments from being beset by sin eaters. Where are they coming from? This shouldn't be possible. We restored the darkness. I'm not sure if that's what keeps them away, though. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Well, this is a fortunate coincidence. Brother, tell me you have some idea why this is happening. I may, but for the moment we'll need to postpone such discussions in favor of action. The Crystal Exarch is preparing to deploy a barrier around the Crystarium as we speak. Ensuring that he is able to do so should be our first concern. There are a number of instruments placed about the Crystarium that function as anchors for the barrier. I'm on my way to activate them now. In which case, 3 pairs of hands would be better than 1. Very well, I'll take the ones to the south. I shall deal with the northern apparatus then. Will you handle the western two? I haven't seen this word before. They're ensconced on platforms extending from the upper level of the Aetheryte Plaza. So it's either ensconced or ensconced. Either way, that sounds weird. I thought I had a decent vocabulary. Then I hear words like that and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm not sure if this is on the... I do have to go upstairs, I think. No. Not gonna say it's below me, isn't it? Maybe. Well, worst comes to worst, I'll just jump the fuck off. If it wasn't this way. An anchor. Despite having very little idea as to how it functions, it appears that you have activated the device successfully. The game is self-aware. Fuck! Hella far. Sense of urgency. Oh wow, looks very similar to Setiu's wall. Back at the source.
Senator sighted! They're coming!
Here we go. It's time to scrap.
Excellent. The barrier is holding.
How long will it do so for, though?
That's good news for the Crystarium, but what of the rest of Lakeland?
That's true.
Lena and the city guard have taken to the field. Thancred and the others have already joined them. Let us do the same.
Read something real quick. Okay. We ought to join the vanguard as soon as possible. If the number of eaters we just saw is in any indication, we'll be facing a formidable host. If Alfie-Node is opting to act first and speak later, I don't doubt the urgency of the situation. Let's go. What lovely weather. Just what we needed. Seems the battle's already begun in earnest. Make haste. What's wrong with a little bit of rain? You don't want to get wet? Crystarian forces are engaging the Sin Eaters at various locations across Lakeland. Assist them in defeating the Eaters before they are decimated. I just woke up too. This is a hell of a good morning. I mean, my character and, like, the real me. Like, still groggy as fuck. And already having to go into an all-out war like this. First thing in the morning, man.
Let's give it our all.
Radisca's round. Should follow, but we cannot neglect those in need of aid. Well, yeah. Game makes it so damn hard to target who you want.
Leave the healing to me.
At least on PS4. Pretty sure it's easier with a mouse. Bad here, I shudder to think what it's like elsewhere. This is a pretty, full-scale assault here. I mean, this is like, there's so fucking many of them. They're not dicking around, man. Like, they want payback for what we've been doing. See how many times I had to switch targets? Fuck, here we go. All the lesser ones? Shit. Kinda told me a bit late to do that, but whatever.
It was nothing.
Damn. They are too organized. They're being led. It is as we feared. Place is getting fucked up. But our task is as it ever was. Turn the tide. The lives of the wounded are in our hands. Shit. Tells me shit's about to get hella crazy. Okay. That wasn't too bad so far. Polar bears!
On your feet.
Alize.
Your help will suffice. My strength is yours.
May the 12 guide you. Let's give them a show. With heart and steel.
Thank goodness she did that, because there was way too fucking many of them. Damn. That shit was fucking crazy, man. Whew, so much goddamn chaos.
There are so many.
Seriously. That's how I feel right now. That was exhausting.
Oh, God damn it!
Lena? We haven't seen her in a while.
Lena! Lena, hold on. They turned on me.
What's she talking about? Oh, that one hurt, didn't it? Holy shit.
This one is mine!
Damn!
We need only hold out a little while longer. Reinforcements are coming, remember? The captain said so. We're going to be all right.
Run! Run, damn you!
The Warrior of Darkness has returned. The Bloody Knight has returned. So stay with me, eh? You can't go dying now.
Oh my god.
Damn it!
Please let this work. Please let this work.
He's gotta feel so fucking helpless.
No.
Shit.
No, no. Stay back. Stay back.
Help! Help! Anyone! Why did you spare me? Why? What have I done to deserve this mercy? Forward! Forward! If you can still hold a sword, follow me! Wounded to the rear! Weapons at the ready! Let's make this count!
Fight and struggle. Seek salvation by your own hands. Though the losses be grave, endure them. Though the victories be hollow, claim them.
It seems we've driven them back, for the time being at least. The wounded have been collected and are undergoing treatment now. Once they're ready to be moved, we'll have them carried back to the Crystarium. The dead as well, of course. Those whose bodies remain, anyway. Fuck. That was hard to watch. That poor guy getting killed like that. I'll be right back. Gotta go to the restroom real quick. Dude, this shit picked up hella quick though. God damn. Got intense. Back. The others are helping to treat the wounded. I'm planning to assist in moving them, but even so, we simply don't have enough hands. I'm sure you're fit to fall over after what we've been through. Gods know I am, but if you could see to a few of the patients, it would be an enormous help. Captain Lena is about somewhere, so you might also consider asking her if there are any other outstanding areas of need. We'll talk later. Bear just a moment longer. With tear-filled eyes, the prone man gazes up at you. His fingers twitch as if to reach for you, but he lacks the strength to raise his hand. Don't touch me! I killed her. I killed her! She was one of them, I know, but I... Please. So he saw one of his friends turn and he had to kill her. Traumatized. Thank you, but it's too late. One of them, it got me. If I turn, please. Please kill me, I beg you.
Oh, I did not see you there. Is there something you need?
Oh no, I'm fine. How are you feeling?
Injuries are part and parcel of battle. While there's breath in my lungs, I shall see my duties done. Don't pretend you're not of the same mind. You fought well today. Saved a great many lives. Thank you. Unfortunately, this war is far from over. We must replenish our ranks and shore up our defenses before they attack again. Now, if you will excuse me.
I am fine. Completely and utterly fine. Better than fine. Hale and hearty and still alive to mourn those who are not. Who I failed to protect when they needed me most. We've come so far, so goddamn far. I could have sworn the end was in sight, and now... Now they will never see it.
Impudent worms of the Crystarium! tragedy that has befallen you is of your own making. Divine retribution for your defiance. The heavens have bequeathed to you a benevolent savior, me. I offer you freedom from pain and suffering. A paradise where man and sin-eater might live in peace and harmony. Why, already, our winged brothers and sisters regard me and mine as kin, alike to them in beauty and purity. But you not only reject my prophet hand, but raise your own against my sin-eaters. But it's only right that they respond in kind. Let this be a lesson to all those who would walk the path of sin. The wicked shall not inherit this world!
A fucking asshole. God, I wasn't able to help myself there a bit. When she broke down in tears, I pretty much almost did the same there for a second. Jesus. I hardly contained myself. Bathory's ship is already gone. How flattering that he came all this way just to give his little speech. Those might have just been like long-range speakers. He might not even have been in one of those. But whatever. I apologize for my earlier outburst. Rest assured that I have no intention of allowing any of my wounds to affect the performance of my duties, especially not now. If I may, could I ask that you seek out Thancred and Minfilia for me? They endangered themselves on my behalf, and I would feel better knowing that they are well looked after. Thancred in particular sustained quite an injury from that Sin-Eater. I would not be surprised if he were in... where? Spagarix? Still? Please, give them my thanks. I haven't attuned here. Shit, I don't think there's a way up from here. No. Ugh, whatever. I guess I'll just go this way now. Dude, if it was downstairs, I'm gonna go ahead. It says, yeah, it was right there, but Wow. Gotta go the long way? Wait a minute. I was in the right spot then. I thought I said it was above me. No, I thought that was an upward area, but it was right here. Going all the way around for nothing. Jesus, this fucking place, man. I keep getting lost like that. Do you hear from me? I'm sorry to put you to trouble, I'm fine. Really. The Eater landed an unfortunately solid blow, but the healers here have done wonders. I'm more worried about Minfilia. She's not taking it well. Could I ask you to speak with her? My attempts to reach out seem to have had the opposite effect. She's gone off to the Hortorium ostensibly to fetch herbs for Chesamil, but... just talk to her, will you? Okay. It's kind of odd. I thought I had an upward arrow. That's why I went all the way around like that. Didn't realize it was inside this building. No, I misread that symbol. And between stumbling over words and stuff and being distracted, I think I just haven't been getting enough sleep lately. Keep fucking up. No, I think it's that way. And this place really is just confusing to me. For some reason. Philly appears to be lost in thought. Perhaps a gentle poke will get her attention? You want me to poke her? I don't want to sit here searching for emotes. Oh wait, I think I had this one on a fucking hotbar, but whatever. Yeah, there it is. Poke. A poke. Eep! That would be my reaction too. Like, what the fuck you doing poking me? What are you doing here? Tancred. It's my fault, you know? I jumped at the chance to help Lena, but I was careless. And now... it's my fault. You can make up for it by being there for him. Are you sure? I've brought him nothing but trouble thus far. And what if it's worse? Next time? All I do is make mistakes, put others in danger. I'm sure that he'll resent me for being this weak. Maybe he already does. But you're right. I can still help, if only by seeing these herbs safely to Chesamil. There are only 2 left on the list, but I'll need to ask about this one. I've looked high and low and can't seem to find it anywhere. Would you mind collecting the other? I would hate to delay any longer than I already have. You're looking for something with soft leaves that's very fragrant. In an unmistakably medicinal way, I was told. We only need 2 sprigs or so. Once you've got them, you can bring them directly to Chesamil. However, whoever gets there first can explain that the other will be back shortly. Thank you, I appreciate the help. This plant has soft leaves and smells strongly medicinal. Marijuana? That doesn't have soft leaves. No scent whatsoever, so that's probably not it. Rigid leaves and smells of fruit. There we go. Yeah, see, I saw an upward arrow like that. That's why I went all the way up there. And now I know it's, you know, it's at that level, so Docile Gate. This way. So it's at floor level, I guess. It's inside the infirmary. Of course, I thought that thing was right there, but it's all the way up above ground. God, fuck this place. I'm constantly confused. Whoa. I was facing the wrong way. I asked someone who looked like they knew what they were doing, and they pointed me toward the herb I was looking for right away. I hope you didn't have too much trouble with yours. No. Not too much. I see you got roped into helping. Some things never change, eh? That's true, actually. Ah, Minfilia told me that you would be bringing the rest. Marvelous. With this, I can replenish our store of medicines. We're struggling to keep up with the number of wounded that are being brought in. I wasn't on the field, but it doesn't matter. The patients' faces make plain that it was a horrible battle. We don't know the half. And we're still fighting it, I suppose, though with bitter medicine rather than sharp steel. But we'll win, I promise you that. What else can you do except try to keep your head up? It seems that I owe you an apology for dragging you to yet another battlefield when you've just come off the front lines. In both cases, I'm sure your efforts saved more than a few. With Spagarix in good working order, the Crystarian's people will be well cared for. More lie ahead, of course. Battles only you can fight. Not that we intend to let you do it alone. But that's a matter to discuss with the Exarch. Of course. You know the Exarch? Who's this? We do. Was there something you needed? I need you to tell him something. For me. My dearest friend, you see. He was there on the battlefield with me. But only the one of us is here to... the one of us is here to speak of it. Dude, I need to get better sleep. I can't even fucking read anymore. At the end, before the wound killed him, I heard his dying words. I never knew that our world was this beautiful, he told me. I'm so glad that I got to see the night sky. I don't know how the Exarch feels about what happened out there. I don't know if what Bathory said is true, if our losses were just deserts and we doom ourselves to worse by continuing to fight this fight. But I believe in the Warrior of Darkness, in the Crystal Exarch. I don't think what they've done is wrong, and I don't think we're wrong to fight with them either. Almost choked up there. My friend, he smiled in the end, just as he smiled when he raised his glass to celebrate the return of the night. That's how I want to remember him. So I want to tell the Exarch, don't give up, don't give in, please. We'll tell him, you have my word. It's nothing. Thought I got a message on Discord or something. Nope, nothing. The best way out. If you're ready, why not go on ahead to the Oculum? You can keep the Exarch company while I fetch Alfinon. Don't worry, I mean to borrow the swiftest arrow I can find, so we shouldn't keep you long. Be sure to pass on that message, eh? Welcome, my friend. Tales of your heroism on the battlefield precede you, though I confess I found them more gladdening than surprising. I hear no few of our people have you to thank for plucking them from the jaws of death. Would that they had not needed saving to begin with, but the responsibility for that lies with me. One of our soldiers said that? Thank you. Rest assured that I fully intend to continue our work. I will not shrink from what must be done, now least of all. Though I mourn the lost, I will not lose myself to grief, and even should regret be my constant companion, I will follow the path I have chosen to attend. We have some time to talk. You want to talk? If I were to confess any doubts I might harbor, no one need ever know. No, I believe you have enough burdens without my adding to them. Nevertheless, thank you.
My friends, with your aid, we have weathered a brutal assault.
Sorry I'm late, though I would not have been had anyone thought to notify me in advance.
As I was saying, it was only with your aid that we weathered this assault. Without it, the Crystarium and all who dwell here would now be gone. For each we saved, another perished. If there is anything else we can do to help, anything at all, you need only ask. This is our home too, and we want nothing more than to keep it safe. Thank you. We are blessed to have you with us. As for the attack itself, Vorthri may call it divine retribution, but Sin Eaters are creatures of instinct. A coordinated assault is unprecedented. Moreover, in the absence of a Light Warden, there should have been no compulsion for lesser Sin Eaters to congregate here en masse. All of which points to a single, unavoidable conclusion.
That these minions of light answer to a higher power. He who did claim kinship with them, who did boast of control, not in idleness, 'twould seem, but in earnest. Lord Vorthri.
Indeed. What I mistook for bluster was in fact the truth. The Sin Eaters are his to command. But if he imagines this show of force will convince us to bend the knee, he is sorely mistaken.
I take it your meeting in Yulmore did not end well.
You could say that, yes. But I am wiser for the experience nevertheless. It appears he has mastered a technique which allows him to enslave the minds of others. A fact I discovered when he attempted to use it on me.
that would go some way towards explaining the peculiar reverence afforded him by his subjects. There may feasibly be a handful of true believers among them, I suppose, but it would not surprise me if the vast majority were in his thrall.
That would make sense.
Had I not anticipated his treachery, I might well have joined them. But seeing his invitation for what it was, I sent a glamour in my stead. I rather doubt such tricks will avail me a second time, however.
Did you have any luck tracking down the Light Warden in Calusia?
Sadly, I have nothing to report on that front. What of Arm-Arang?
After a fruitless few days scouring ruins, I resorted to asking the locals. While no one I spoke to had seen any sign of the Warden, I did uncover a possible lead. An abandoned mine in western Arm-Arang. From what the Maud told me, it would be a perfect place to stay out of sight. Of course, I could never hope to explore such a labyrinth quickly or safely on my own, so I returned here.
Even should we all join in the endeavor, an exhaustive search could take weeks, and with no guarantee of finding anything.
The Wardens harbor vast reservoirs of primordial light, do they not? Far beyond anything found in lesser sin-eaters. And isn't it true that the Oracle could see the light of a sin-eater from miles away? Surely a Warden would seem like a blazing beacon by comparison. To the real Oracle of Light, I mean. The real Menphilia. If we travel to Arm-Arang, to the south where she halted the flood, I could summon her back. What do you think?
Don't.
Don't what? Do what I can. What we both know is right.
Do not presume to know my mind. You have no idea what you're proposing.
But I do! I know why you never said anything. Because you thought you could keep me safe by keeping me in the dark. And maybe I thought so too. But I knew, Thancred. I always knew.
Oh, I see. I thought you were a rather underwhelming reincarnation, but it all makes sense now. The Oracle lies dormant within you, doesn't she? But to draw on her true power, you must become one, both body and soul. To wit, one being must consume the other. Who shall be the lucky winner?
This doesn't concern you, Ascian.
But it plainly concerns you. Which is why your heart is ready to burst out of your chest. Despite the raging tempest in your bosom, however, you have never once opened up to your young charge. Now, why would that be?
He's about to punch him. Or something.
Love. Well, I for one think it's a marvelous idea. Certainly more promising than any of your other suggestions. So, it's off to Arm-Arang we go.
Sure.
I'll meet you at the gates.
this is a course you have agreed on, I will not object, though I am afraid it will be difficult for us to spare any of the guard to accompany you. I can but promise that you will be well looked after upon your return. Just see to it that you do return, alright? If I had only been able to locate Calusia's Light Warden, it might not have come to this. Can't imagine what Thancred must be feeling to behave this way. To say he's changed since coming here would be an understatement. He may as well be a different person. He reminds me of... he reminds me of Father. He argued with us for months about our plan to go to Eorzea. But in the end, he accepted our decision. I do hope he's doing well. Philia demonstrated impressive resolve just now. It seems that she understands what must be done, though I do wonder if she is truly prepared to make the choice. Should she falter, it will fall to Thancred to guide her, however much he wishes it were otherwise. Though Thancred hath long known whither this path doth lead, his journey hath brought him no closer to acceptance. Will you never grow tired of shuffling your feet? If you have something to ask me, ask. Tell me about Zodiark. As I told you before, Zodiark is a creation of my people. The first people. We summoned him, as your kind might summon a primal, albeit an infinitely more powerful one. And like one of your primals, he tempered us. It was only natural. There is no resisting such power. And so we Ascians came to exist solely to bring about the rule of darkness. His darkness. Of course, some would call us evil for it. And they would be fools. Though that is only to be expected given their innate ability to conceive of the nature of our universe. But I believe I am repeating myself. Do you not trust me to speak honestly? Do you hope to catch me in a lie? Really? I have no need of deception. And even if I did, I assure you, you would find it quite indistinguishable from the truth. I'm sorry to be so insistent, but I know this is the only way. If you're willing to give me a chance, come with us. Alright. Oh shit, this is... No, don't disappear under there. Jesus, I didn't know I'd fit there. I'm gonna go to the restroom again real quick. Drank a lot of water before I started streaming, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the wait. I'm ready now. Are you sure you want to do this? Completely sure? Look, no matter what happens to me, I'm sure that I don't want to go back to being who I was. I want to be stronger, strong enough to face my destiny, and I want to believe that I can play a part in saving this world. I hope you can find it in yourself to believe it too. When you put it that way, how could we not? It is your decision to make. Just be sure that you are prepared when the time comes. If all are assembled, shall we depart? We'll follow your lead. What route would you have us take? About that, there's something I neglected to mention. I saw a Yulmoran airship coming into land over Amarang while I was on my way back to the Crystarium. No doubt the same vessel that bore Vothri's forces to Raktika. Meaning we can expect to encounter armed resistance on our journey through the region. Right. Now, Nabatharang lies in the southern reaches of Amarang, and there are two routes we can take to get there. The first is the eastern route, which would lead us past Mord Suk, the way we went last time. The other is the western route, which would require us to pass through the Hills of Amber. Uncharted territory. Menphili and I took the eastern route last time. Yes, that's the more well-trodden path. It also makes for easier traversal of the Navath Severance. But we can't use it. Why not? If we did, we'd need to cross the Severance from a point nearby the inn at Journey's Head. If the Yulmorans caught wind of our approach, it could very well bring them into contact with the inn and its patients, and we can be sure that their activities would not meet with Vothri's approval. Of course. It will make the journey more arduous, but I believe it would be safer to take the western route, which brings me to my proposition. While you make for the Hills of Amber in the west, I will draw the Yulmorans' attention elsewhere, to an area in the east that I know to be uninhabited. That way you'll have a chance at reaching Nabatharang unopposed, and without risk to civilians. I cannot deny that it's a sound plan, nor can I allow you to go alone. My skills will make your task at least somewhat easier, will they not? I will accompany you as well. It will afford us a chance to have a proper conversation. And if I go with the others, I'm likely to say something Tancred will regret. He's like, well then, we'll leave the work of distracting Vothri's forces to you. The rest of us will take the western route and try to avoid attracting attention. With that in mind, I think it best that we follow the road from the bridges. We'll move faster with a solid path under our feet. Sure. We'll borrow a few ammo for our own journey. I leave the rest to you, Minfilia. Thank you. I'll try not to disappoint. Okay, I have all of them here. Would that we all had the surety of purpose. We'll need to move quickly. The longer the others need to keep the Elmorans busy, the more likely they are to be caught. There you are. The gate leading to Amarang is just up ahead. In all the time I've been here, I've never ventured into the Hills of Amber. Not that I'm particularly intimidated by new lands at this point, but we have more than enough reasons to be cautious as it is. Keep an eye on Minfilia for me, would you? Who shall walk among us upon our return, I wonder? I'm ready. Let's go. Amarang lies just beyond the gate. We need only speak to the sentry. Off so soon, Master Starcrest? You barely had time to recover from the battle. Well, if you're certain, I'm hardly in a position to question you.
Take comfort in the bonds you share. Accept the pain when the time comes to part. Press on, for joy and sorrow walk hand in hand.
That they do, that they do.
Beyond Mount Garrick lie the Hills of Amber, beneath which run hidden veins of mineral wealth. Or ran, at least. Mayhap they are spent. Or mayhap the ringing of hammers can yet be heard below.
Sound though Mistress Alize's logic was, I fear the road less traveled hath other perils in store for us. A village so near? How convenient. This place has been scarred by the flood, too. Who can say what lies ahead? But whatever else this road may be, it is mine to travel, and I don't plan to take a moment of the time I spend upon it for granted. That's not what I want to do. Free trade. I take it you're seeing what I'm seeing? Finding a village when we're hardly 10 paces into the hills is a surprising stroke of luck, especially given our recent fortunes, but you won't hear any complaints from me. Let's see if the folk who live here can tell us what to expect from the road ahead. I mean... yeah, can't see him from here, obviously, but... I'm about to ask, like, is there someone there? About to find out. Shit. I could have died if that dude saw me. Junsun. You sell? No. No, you are no merchant. But then why do I know your face? Oh, I remember! You spent Vober gold! Such a coin purse cracking. You are already a legend among more traders. You're a traveling merchant then. Can you tell us anything of this village? Of course, anything for valued customers. This place is Garrick. Before the flood, it was home to many miners. After, not so many. Now, none. So Master Gengen borrowed the village, made it into a trading post. Very convenient location. In which case, you all must be familiar with the local roads, correct? We're on our way to Nabatharang ourselves. If we continue south from here, will we have any difficulties reaching it? Oh yes, great difficulty. The flood rent the stone and crushed the miners surrounding Nabatharang. Only steep cliffs and collapsed tunnels remain. Oh no. But surely there must be some way. Do you think any of the other Mord might have some sort of hidden route? Perhaps. You ask, they tell. Tell for free even, to friends of our best customer. Wonderful. Thank you for your help. Well then, best customer. Let's see what information your reputation buys us. Spent 1 coin. That was like super rare, and I guess that was enough. Everybody's talking to people. If we're not lucky enough to encounter anyone who knows a route to Nabatharang here, perhaps they can at least point us in the direction of others who might. Perhaps we ought to inquire upon the matter of Yomoran forces in the region as well. Real. You wish to go to Nabatharang? There was a way once. A gondola down from the cliffs. But it was built for those who had left something behind that they wished to retrieve. Now there is nothing left and no one to use it. You may search for it if you like, but I doubt that its rusted wires would bear your weight. You hastily take down a memo regarding the gondola on a spare scrap of parchment. I've been doing that a lot. Taking actual notes. I mean, our characters have been doing that a lot. For Nabatharang, airship is best. Nothing is faster than an airship. The Yomorans have one, I hear. You can ask them to take you. Though it seems somewhat superfluous to do so, you dutifully make note of Gondon's words. Yeah, they're not gonna give us a ride. I mean, who's left? I guess maybe try to check inside the buildings then. Nope, wait, yeah. Here we go. Schulzel. Oh, that is a surprise. Not many bound for Nevatharane these days. I do know of a trolley that once went there. It used to travel between all the settlements and mines of the Hills of Amber. It is locked behind the gate, however. I assume that will have kept it from being stolen or damaged, but it also prevents it from being of much use. You take down information regarding the trolley on a wrinkled piece of parchment before stuffing it unceremoniously back into your bag. So much detail about what I did. Ah, Leon. I'm afraid I've learned little of use about how to reach Nevatharane. The Yomoran presence, though, that's another matter. Apparently, though their army is definitely in Amarane, there have been no sightings of Yomorans at all in the Hills of Amber. Perhaps we can take that as a sign that Alize's plan has borne fruit. Do you have any better luck finding us a route forward? We can hijack one of their airships. So these are our options. Well, what do you think? You can try the gondola. Might die, but eh. Can we get an airship anywhere? Not from Walter, obviously. Gate aside, the trolley seems most feasible. Oh, this is the funniest answer. I'd rather not if it's all the same to you. If it went poorly, we couldn't simply wave our hands and vanish into the ether like Yustola. Not that I would recommend it, even if we could. Alright. To be more serious then... How about this? It does seem to be the least risky of our options, and I can't imagine one gate is enough to thwart you. I'd like to know a bit more before we dash off in search of it, though. Perhaps Zunzun can offer some insight. Where was that guy? Oh, the guy we saw at the entrance. Hmm? There we go. I couldn't open the map. Pushing square over and over, but I couldn't. It wouldn't pop up. Not too far of to traverse, I guess. That must be the trolley or whatever. Maybe. Zunzun is eyeing you with curiosity. What you got to say? Oh, valued customers. Were the other more to help? Maybe? Out of fashion. They told us of a trolley that runs to Nevatharane, at least. But am I correct in thinking that there was a reason you did not do so yourself when first we asked? Yes. The gate, you see. It is impassable. Before, there was a hulking thing of stone, the Talos. It opened the gate, they say. But none operate such a thing now. I do not even know if it yet exists. Great. I do not know, but you should travel east to Mount Biron Mines. Mount Biron Mines. I don't know why I said Mines. See, I'm telling you, I need sleep, man. Jesus Christ. Mines? That is the first time I've ever said that when reading the word mines. Jesus. Ah. So go east of Mount Biron Mines. That is where the trolley controls stand. I still see miners there from time to time. If anyone knows what happened to the Talos, it would be them. Thank you, you've been a great help. We're off to Mount Biron then. Let's hope that someone will be there to answer our questions. Biron is the name of one of those, one of the Ronsos, I believe, in, Final Fantasy X. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's actually, That's a thing. Could be Ron, Yankee. Little dudes who had it out for Himari in Final Fantasy X. Mayhap the pall of light is the root of this land's desolation. Or mayhap the fault lies with man and his insatiable greed. I think it's a little of both. What a sight. Oh, pardon me. It's a bit daunting, isn't it? I guess. Not really. The scale of the track is impressive, so I'll give him that. Now we only need followed until we come to the mines. I don't know, was I supposed to be amazed at that? Oh, cute. Just flip him off as you ride by on a bike. Oh man. You little shit. What the fuck? Bit of a mess, isn't it? But the mechanisms for dispatching the trolley are here, just as Zunzun said. Unfortunately, anyone who might know how to use them is not. We might wait for Zunzun's mysterious miners to appear, or have a look around and see if we can deduce anything useful in their absence. I'm in favor of the latter. Something near the entrance to the mines proper caught Urion's eye. Meet us there if you find anything. Okay, people have started logging on and saying Merry Christmas, so I guess I should say back. Merry Christmas and Happy Winter Solstice, whichever one you prefer. Much as I wish we could count on someone conveniently appearing to explain all of this to us, I'm sure you're aware that we don't have the time to waste. Yeah. I wasn't expecting to meet anyone here, honestly. Okay. You might as well make yourself useful, Crispy Colonel. Let's go. hell do you get on this thing? Did I just search it from here? Okay, good. The benches within suggest that this must have been a passenger car. Oddly enough, though it is clearly old, it appears to be well maintained. Flecks of rust adorn the rails, but they nevertheless appear sturdy enough to bear the trolley without issue. This lever can't have been designed for a person to operate. Too big, right? Let's see where I'm supposed to be first. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's inside. Came in here. Shit. Keep scrapping. Drop this fool for me. There we go. Right. But when you use this ability, his name is Esteem, actually. The cup is slightly warm, and a fair amount of tea, steeped over long, if the color is any indication, remains within. I suppose that would be his true name, right? Because Frey was... Oh, I suppose I'll hold back for, I'll hold back on spoilers for Dark Knight Story since I haven't shown that on stream yet. Oh, it's still on cooldown. Ah, Leon, what hast thou discerned? I see. Indeed, thine observations are consistent with mine own. But let us refrain from further discussion ere our comrades arrive. Ample evidence of recent maintenance and lukewarm tea besides. The levers for switching tracks looked like they were in good condition, though I couldn't move them myself. No ordinary person could, I think. It is my belief that no person is meant to. Oh, these things. This Talos beareth more than a passing resemblance to golems of the source. Nor does it appear to be the sole example of its kind. The proliferation of Talos fragments, as well as the enormity of the mechanisms here, suggest a considerable number were once in operation. Alas, this specimen and its fellows now lie lifeless and broken, and I know not how to repair them that they might facilitate our passage through the gate. And without the aid of the Talos, even if thou wert somehow able to unbar the trolley's path, we would still have no means of propelling it. We might not know how to repair the Talos, but someone must. Otherwise, why keep everyone else in working order? Or everything else in working order? Whoever's maintaining the cars and rails must know something that we don't. Let's ask them what it is, shall we? Watching us. Leon, I do believe you'll find a person of some interest skulking in the shadows behind the warehouses on the northwestern side of the tracks. While you two have a friendly chat, the rest of us will gently encourage those to the south to come out of hiding. Defend yourselves as necessary, of course, but do try to keep everyone in one piece. Off we go then. Tancred's training as a ninja has paid off. He's very aware. Yeah. Oh. God damn it. Trying to talk to someone, asshole. Who the hell's on right now? I'll probably send a message through Discord then. Thanks, Josie. Let's see. Hope that guy doesn't respawn. There. Anyway, back to this. There he is. The suspicious man. God damn it. Man. Some of you do. Ah, okay. Wicked White! Where did you come from? Oh no, I was just... Somebody asked me to ask somebody else a question. No, never mind that. You have no business here of that, I'm sure. Oh, what? You want to scrap? Let's fucking go. What are you? Your worst nightmare. That was a little dramatic, wasn't it? Just a touch. Just a touch. Like I say, sometimes I get into it with the voice acting. These the other fools who put up a fight? We won't let you... Can't even catch his breath. That's smart. Damn it, Crispy Colonel, you gotta move out the fucking way. I feel a bit bad for them. They elected to take up arms against us, so the outcome was plain from the first. It is what it is. Gotta reply to someone real quick. Hold on. Alright, so Stancred says, good to hear. These two weren't much trouble either. Let's see what they have to say for themselves. Us? We're not the brigands come to take what isn't ours. Is that what you guys think we're here for? Do we honestly look like we need to steal, what, some rusted bits of iron? Don't be absurd. We're not here to rob you. A likely story. You look, well... You don't look normal, that's for certain. You don't have any wares, so you're clearly not merchants. Travelers never pass this way. The only reason you would come all the way out here is to strip the machinery for parts. That's probably true. Oh, Thaf, I have an idea. What if once upon a time, a lovely lady of noble birth ventured forth in search of her lost love, joined by her two most loyal servants, sworn to follow her unto world's end. On their journey, they met a sorcerer as ancient as time itself. Moved by the lady's devotion, he offered to be their guide, and they... Dude, he's trying to put together our backstory? Turned up here somehow! That's hilarious. I can only assume that you're being intentionally obtuse. But in the unlikely event that that's a serious conjecture, no. I suppose I am a bodyguard of a sort, but we have rather larger concerns than fairy tale romances. Well said. Though I would fain hear more of this ageless sorcerer and his heroic deeds. Gods grant me strength. Anchor's like, what the fuck, man? Am I the only one taking this seriously? If I may, we're actually searching for a means by which to travel to Nabatharang. We were hoping that the trolley here might offer a solution. I realize that we haven't gotten off to the best of starts, but if you know anything about how we might get it working again... Trolley? The trolley! Should have led with that. We're always keen to discuss the trolley. We're both engineers in training, in fact. Jarek and Thaf at your service. Technically, I'm a miner and he does repair work, but our true passion is the trolley. We're working with a few other folks to get it up and running again. And before you ask, yes, it's true that there's little in need of transport these days. But that's no reason to consign a miracle of mechanical innovation to dust. The mere sight of it traveling the track once again would make hearts soar, mark my words. You'll hear no argument from us. What progress have you made thus far? Not as much as we'd like, truth be told. Well, is there anything we could do to assist you? We could gather materials or help put pieces together. It's a sight more complicated than that, I'm afraid. If you spoke with Magnus, you'd understand. He's the only one with full knowledge of the trolley's operation. I suppose you could speak with him, if you like. We'll introduce you. Very well. Our options are limited, and if this matters to explain whatever is preventing the trolley from being restored, I'd like to hear it. Right. Looks like you'll be following us back to Twine then. Dost thou seek the sorcerer's wisdom, young one? This guy's totally playing into it and having fun right now. A quest for a lost love. Perhaps that could have been me had things been different. Come to think of it, Urianger always was fond of fairy tales. To be honest, I'm impressed that you thought of the trolley to begin with. So few seem to these days. So used to living without it, I suppose. We kinda need it. Rust and ruin. If you're ready, we can leave right now. Though, you haven't seen another fellow around here, have you? I thought he'd have come out by now. Fucked him up earlier. That's who you're talking about. You think you'll be alright? That's, well, I suppose we did force your hand a bit. I'll have a look, just in case you go on ahead, Theft. Alright, looks like it'll just be you lot and me then. Try not to let anything take a bite out of you on the way out of the rail yard. Story of my life right there. Keep getting chased and hounded by these assholes. Damn, that's smart. Did he have to thump me so hard? I'll be feeling that for the next fortnight at least. Not to be done about it now, though. I pointed your overeager companions in the right direction, and they've gone on ahead, so we need to get moving. Normally we walk atop the tracks, but seeing as the young lady has a much shorter stride, that's more perilous a route than I'm comfortable suggesting. Wouldn't want anyone falling through the gaps. That's true, she is small. Of course, the low road presents other dangers, but having been on the receiving end of your friend's blows, I'm not worried on that account. Shit, he wants to scrap. Wait a moment. I think I hear something. Oh, that's something, alright. Run! Oh. Stupid coyote. Sorry about that. I'll admit I didn't expect this route to be quite so fraught with danger. We're nearly to Twine though, so we should make it without further incident. Okay, I marked this, or I already, oh yeah, because somebody helped me get ether current, so I've actually been here already before. This is it! Welcome to Twine. The original dwellings were built to house those laborers tasked with building the track. Over time, miners came to seek their fortunes, and that's what made the town grow to what you see before you today. But it was still the trolley that brought them here. As you've doubtless noticed, the track goes to the very heart of the town. It was the heart of the town, back when the trolley still carried everyone home at the end of each hard day in the mines. Now, there is no trolley, nor much work to be had in the mines. For that matter, the only residents that remain here are the destitute, the delusional, and those with nowhere else to go. Or so they say. That should give you some indication of what to expect when you meet Magnus. As I said, it will help you understand why we can't get the trolley running. Just don't expect too much aside from that. Well, that's encouraging, but I don't see that we have much choice. Let's go and meet the man. Suddenly it feels like we have a lot further to go. Alright, I'll start this conversation in a bit. I'm gonna BRB again real quick. Transition. And there we go. Alright, I'm back. Christmas Day. What's going on over here? Not much. This is Magnus. He's our boss of a fashion. So he's like your boss, but not really. Looks like the outsider outfit. Who are you supposed to be? Never seen the three of you in my life. Oh yeah, it is. It's red. Or the four of you? Wicked white. If you're going to bother me, at least have the damn courtesy to stand still. Damn, he's drunk. He thinks this one is deep in his cups. Yeah, no shit. I hadn't noticed. These are my guests, Magnus. We ran into them at the mines. Forgot that little bit. They're looking for a way to reach Nabatharang, so they came to ask about the trolley, you see. What? There's nothing in Nabatharang. Not anymore. And especially not for frail little girls. Give it up. No, we must reach Nabatharang. I must. Bah, so you have your heart set on it. The world doesn't care. The place is ruined, nothing more. And you're not getting there in the trolley. The thing doesn't run on hopes and dreams. We're not fools. It's necessity that drives us to Nabatharang. If you insist that the trolley is not an option, at least tell us why. No. I'm sick of people asking me about the blasted thing. Leave me be. Someone's been through some rough shit. We'll speak outside. Piss off. I'd be lying if I said that I didn't expect that, but for what it's worth, I'm sorry. Stubborn ass. Since there's more to this belligerent drunk than his tale. He only said that because he thinks I'm weak. And he's right. But I can't be. I won't be forever. There has to be some way. I must find it. Oh, I'm sorry, I was stuck in my own head again. It's clear that Magnus has no intention of helping us, but perhaps we should ask the other residents? They may know something of the trolley. I'll take the north side of town. Let me know if you learn anything. Tancred, art thou truly content to stand witness to fate's course and take no part? This isn't a matter of fate, Urianger. It's about choice. I've had years to decide where I stand. And Philly has spent too long in chains already. I would not shackle her again by making my hopes known. It is for her to choose what shape her destiny will take. It is for me to stay silent, to protect her, teach her, and stand by her. That, at least, I can do for her. So be it. Come, let us make our own inquiries. Damn. Well, we've certainly hit a bit of a low point because this has been dragging for a bit. Dragging its feet for a little bit now. Oh, there you are. You'll be pleased to know that I got our friend back home with no trouble and he's just fine. He was a bit shaken up is all. And you? What did Magnus have to say? I did have a faint hope that your need might prompt into action where our interest has not, but I suppose that was foolish of me. I am sorry that we couldn't be of help, though. I could at least show you the trolley car we have here if you like. You could give it a stroke or two. It has some very smooth wood. That didn't sound right at all, dude. You mean to say you're not giving up? Even knowing that Magnus is... Magnus? I don't see much point in your being stubborn about it. Though, perhaps stubbornness is exactly what this situation calls for. Can't forge iron without an anvil, after all. I can't imagine that anything you try will work, but if you're certain, you can help me make preparations in the event that it does. To that end, take this toolbox. We're gonna inspect the rails. I'll have a look along the tracks for anything that's in need of repair. You bring the tools and be ready to hand them to me whenever I stop to work. I like how he said you can give one of the levers a bit of a stroke because it has very smooth wood. Who the fuck wrote that line? That line just had too much in it, man. Who the fuck wrote that? Okay, so you need me to open the toolbox next to him. Ah, okay. Whoa. This spot looks like it could be used a bit of work. Can you ready the tools for me? I can see why you didn't want Minfilia walking across this track. She would have fallen through one of these cracks so easily. Alright, let's do it. Thought I had to double click it. Apparently not. Damn. You open the box, revealing the proud array of lovingly maintained tools within. Brilliant. Now, if you could hand me what I need as I work, that would be a help. In this case, well, this bolt is loose for one matter. We can't have that. I'll need to tighten it. A vicious-looking saw, a mid-sized wrench, or a ragged cloth. A wrench. I could have chose other things for comedy, but fuck it. Thank you. This one will do nicely. Now give me one moment, and I kind of wish I'd made the other choices to see what he'd say. I'm trying not to slow down too much though, because right now it's kind of like falling asleep right now. It's like I'm waiting for this to pick up again, so I don't want to waste too much time. There. I don't see any other problems here, so let's continue along the track. Yeah. Yeah, it was I kind of started feeling that, Josie, just now when I took another bathroom break. I was just kind of like, yo, this part's kind of dragging a little bit. Not gonna lie. Feels a lot like an artificial game lengthener. What areas haven't we even been to yet? In Norbrand. Let me see. We've been everywhere, haven't we? Oh, we haven't been there. Oh, there we go. This whole area is still left. Other than that, though... Yeah, so we're definitely past the halfway point, but we still got a good chunk of game to go for sure. Pretty damn good chunk. So this is still going to be another few days before we're done, that's for sure. What up, man? I'm a bit concerned about this lantern post. Would you ready the tools for me? You set down the toolbox, the muscles of your arms enjoying profound relief, then open it once again. You're quite handy to have around, you know. As to the lamp here, these aren't often necessary these days, but if we're gonna do this, we might as well do it properly. And if by some miracle the night returns, as it did in Lakeland, well, it's a nice thought. Anyhow, a bit of this post seems to have splintered. Whether its lamp is to be lit or not, we wouldn't want these little pieces of wood jabbing the next person who comes through here to do maintenance. I'll need to sand it down a bit. A rough file. Yes, the wood file's perfect. Let me even this out. That should do it. I'll bring some varnish along next time to finish the job. I haven't spotted any other problems, so we can move along now. Unless you'd like to take in the view of the tracks from here for a bit longer? It's breathtaking, I know. Mining has always been the primary vocation of folks in the Hills of Amber, you see. But after a certain point, they had dug up everything that could easily be reached and carried back by manpower alone. It was then that the Naboth Empire struck upon the idea of the Talos, which they had seen at work abroad. At great expense, the Naboth brought the Mistel engineers, who specialized in Talos, here to the hills. And wouldn't you know it, the mining industry picked right up again. The planet itself sprung up around that time, as a matter of fact. It was named after the entwining of tales, the fruitful cooperation between the native Ronso and the newly come Mistel. Ronso, huh? But that, like so much else, fell apart in the wake of the flood. The Mistel left, taking their knowledge with them. It was 15 years ago that the last of them, the folks from Daedalus Stoneworks, took off for Yulmore. And now no one remains that can repair and operate the Talos. But there's no use in lamenting what can't be changed. And there's one more thing we need to do while we're out here, so we might as well get to it. Vultures occasionally make their nests on the tracks, you see, and it falls to us to remove them when they do. The creatures are angry when disturbed, which is natural, but nevertheless a danger to anyone passing by. It's not my favorite task, to be honest with you. As you may have noticed, I'm not terribly suited to confrontation. That said, would you follow the tracks north and remove any nests you find for me? I'll keep an eye on things from here. Yeah, no problem. What the hell? Oh shit. I've seen that mount before, Josie. I had no idea the tracks divided like that right there. I totally just fucking fell off. Alright, I gotta go back. Where did you get it, by the way? I've seen that bed mount before. It's pretty fucking funny. Come. Oh, somebody bought it for you? Christmas gift. It's pretty cool. I'm a lot further ahead than I should have been, but oh well. You can make it too? Oh, so you craft it. Okay. There you go. That way we can at least keep track of each other. Wow, that's a hell of a lot faster with you here. Thanks for that. Oh, there, I see another one up there. I like how you just appeared out of nowhere, too. Oh, the Red Mage story? I haven't seen it yet, so... Well, Good to have you here. Thanks for the help and for tagging along like usual. It's nice to have company. Here, I'll give you a little dope too. That was the wrong button. I feel like I was gonna ask you something too. Oh yeah, let me see the bed mount. I didn't get a good look at it because I fell through the cracks. Can you show me real quick? Before we move on? If it's not too much trouble. I forget what that even does. Over there. Oh my god. You look hella comfy on there. Oh my god, Crispy Colonel, you need to move the fuck out of the way. That looks hella comfy. It's very different from like the guys. If the dudes, they just kind of like sprawl out like this. You know? I've seen, because when I've seen other dudes, yeah, it is. I've seen other dudes, they're just like this. They're just, their legs are all sprawled out. They look like they're asleep. You just kind of look like you're kind of just relaxing. I gotta get one of those. Even if I have to make one. I like this mount. It's pretty funny. I definitely gotta get one. For sure. There you go. Debitage? A little head with the hands coming out of the ground over there. Alright, where the hell were we going? They should make a two-person version of that mount. A queen-size bed. I think it was still on the track. Shit. I jumped off for no reason. Oh, that's true. Shit, I already went all the way around. God damn it. Since you can fly, you can brought me back up. I'm so sorry, I should have asked you first. I just came straight over here to get back up there. Where is it? Jarek! Thank you. That should be everything taken care of. In return for your help, I'll tell you a bit more about the trolley. Nothing that can get it started again, though. As I said, the only people who knew how to repair the Talos are long gone. When they left, the life began to bleed out of the town. Trolley's tracks rusted and its cars fell into disrepair. Now, I was born into Twine, raised there. My first word was trolley, damn it, and those were the worst years of my life. But then about 7 years passed, Magnus and his wife returned to us. Magnus is a real, proper trolley engineer, and perhaps he would never have left in the first place, if it hadn't been for his son. As you're well aware, Amarang is hardly the safest place, and Magnus wanted his child to grow up away from its dangers. It didn't help in the end. The Sin Eaters got the boy. Isn't that always the way? The child had always said that someday he wanted to see Magnus's trolley running again. So in his memory, they returned to Twine. Started fixing those rusted rails and broken cars, and it was going well for a time. What the fuck? Wicked white vultures? Are they back for revenge? Never mind, I don't want to find out. What the hell was that? Maybe yeah, maybe they are. Yeah, I can see why this section was annoying to you, Josie, because yeah, it's tough. I've fallen off twice, and then you have to go all the way around if you don't have someone to lift you back up with flight. What's up with this cursor? Look how deep green it is. Is that normal? Like dark green? Nice work out there. And now you know the story of the trolley. Won't do you much good without the Talos, though. If there was even a single one that still functioned, things might be different. But, well, here we are. There we go. It's back to normal. Down for maintenance. Not that it'll do you any good, but we do have a Talos we've been meaning to repair. I can show you if you'd like. It'd certainly be nice to hear something other than Magnus's griping for a change. Unrepaired Talos. Oh, Rianjo's here. Thou art come to examine the Talos? Yeah. Looks like someone's already beat us here, but please, look about as much as you like. Hey. Truly a most vexing state of affairs. I thought mayhap a closer examination might yield something of a value. Oh, shit, I didn't see your messages now, Jen. The materials for it is expensive, you need them from maps. Oh, I see, so it is kind of difficult to get that thing. Alright. Good to know. I won't make it a huge priority then. But, I'll see what I can do. So is the bed itself expensive then, Jen? I figure it must be if the materials for it are. Urianjo says, I see. The means to build Talos stone by stone are lost to us. 'Tis true, but here before us slumbers a most fine specimen. Indeed, were it not for a few minor failings, it would be in working condition. It will likely require naught but a few modest repairs and a suffusion of ether. Well, if you think you can get the thing up and running, far be it from me to stop you. But what exactly do you reckon is the problem? Yeah, it can be expensive? Alright. I should stress that I have performed only the most cursory of examinations, though such arcane constructs are not wholly unfamiliar to me. As I did suspect from the first, it is host to a network of veins through which ether floweth freely. Or so it would, were it not for several fractures which now impede said flow. How in the hell did you get all that from just a glance? I take it you've thought up a solution as well then? To bridge these fissures requireth a material highly conductive to ether. Once in place, I believe it will be possible to restore the Talos to life. Might I prevail upon thee to acquire that which we require? Not far beyond the walls of twine dwelleth a creature of living stone, the Devitage. Oh, I just saw one of those down there. Excuse me. Full sure am I that stone from... Full sure am I that stone from such a being would prove most suitable to our needs. That was actually a proper burp right there. Very good. I shall have Thancred and Menphilia attend me in the remaining preparations. I spied but 3 obstructions into the flow of ether in the Talos, and thus what I ask you provide 3 stones of the Devitage. All else will be made ready upon thy return. That guy's jumping for joy. Thanks for the info though, Jen. It's good to know that it's not going to be that easy to get the little bed mount. You can fly with it too, right? I think every mount is flight-worthy now. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done I think I only attempted one map with Eli one time and we died because it was just the 2 of us and it required a bigger party. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to know, like, how many people to bring with you. Because I've heard some maps are, like, single player. Like, some maps can be done alone. But I don't know how you tell the difference. Like, for example... More the better for the higher levels. Okay. Like, I have one here. This thing. I have a time-worn leather map. This doesn't have a level on it, though. So the map will tell you what level is recommended for it then? And whether or not you're gonna need more people? Oh, there it is. Level 40 recommended. I didn't see that until just now. Right. So we gotta kill 3 of these things. One more. Doing a map party Sunday, so hurry up story-wise. Oh god, so many people. So many people who are like, MSQ! That's interesting though. You can't do a lot of maps unless you finish the story then, I take it, right? Mr. Popular? Yeah, exactly. Josie, you have no idea. Ever since, like, November, I think. When was it? Mid-November or so? I think it was mid-November, Eli started telling me, okay, I was in, like, Heaven's Ward when we first met, so she was like, alright, I want you to, like, get through Heaven's Ward by next week, and then Stormblood by the week after, and then Shadowbringers before December. She was like hella rushing me, and at first it was just her, but then the patch hit, and now everybody else in my FC is like, here, hurry the fuck up! Like I said though, I know they mean well, I don't take it the wrong way. You know, they just want to do stuff with me, like the endgame stuff with me, and I get it. You've been harassing me for a long while to get here, yeah, everybody. Well, thank you. Thanks for cheering me on. I don't think I have the cheer emote, but I'll just do this. I'm getting hyped up. Alright, let's do this. I know, and part of the problem, the reason I slowed down a lot too, because I would have finished a long time ago, but the reason I slowed down was because I decided to make like other job classes. And I also messed around a lot with Kiroha and Eli for quite a bit. During most of November. We just like ran around town doing stupid shit, or we would do duty roulettes and then do other dumb stuff, and there were days where I didn't even do a single main scenario quest. That's kind of my own fault. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Right, because Josie, you and I met, when I was just finishing up Dark Knight, and I didn't plan on doing any more roulettes. As you see, I haven't done any after I got to 80, so that's true. That's a good way to look at it, Josie, yeah. But yes, they are also at fault. Kiro and Eli would tell me to hurry up, but then one of them or the other one would be like, wait, come back to the house, we gotta show you something, and then and then a bunch of time would be lost right there. And then they'd tell me, alright, go back to doing main scenario quests. I'd leave, and they're like, wait, come back, we gotta show you something else. It took fucking forever to get through Heaven's Ward and Stormblood because of that. Anyway. So Jarek says, wish we had a mage like him around sooner. As you might imagine, we've had trouble convincing people to come here to help. They either refuse outright, or demand payments far beyond anything we could hope to afford. That's true, Josie, I appreciate that. You are sweet, because you do come to me to show me cool stuff instead of telling me to come up. It's why we've made such little progress in repairing the Talos. We've pored over every scrap of paper left behind by dataless stoneworks, hoping we might learn how it's done, but there just isn't enough. Okay. Yeah, like, I'm gonna show you something cool, and then you just show up with the bed mount. Instead of, being like, come over to the house! Look at this bed mount! Okay, go back to what you were doing. But it's, you know, it's been fun times. I don't regret it. Sure, it's taken a long time to get through MSQ, but, like, it's been fun. It's made my time on this game a lot more, enjoyable. I've made a lot more fond memories. So, it's all good, it's all good. Tancred and Menphilia will return along with the remaining supplies we require. Didst thou succeed in procuring stone from the debitage? Yes, I did, actually. Here you go. Fine specimens, one and all. You have my thanks. We need now but wait for Thancred and Menphilia's return. From end to end, the paths by which ether may flow through Talos have been duly mended. They but require a sufficient endowment. What's he gonna do? Use his own? It's not moving. Strange. The core refuses to stir. I fear the condition of this Talos is more dire than I previously surmised. As a heart driveth blood through a man's veins, so doth the core ether through this massive frame. Failing its repair or replacement, the Talos cannot be restored. So it was the heart after all. Thou didst foresee this outcome? Well, no. Not exactly. We'd never gotten this far in trying to repair it, so we had no way of knowing the heart was a real problem. We tried to find another, in case things turned out as they are now, but... Jarek? This isn't really my story to share. Please, Jarek, if something went wrong, maybe we can help. Alright. After all you lot have done for me, I suppose it's the least I can do. Though the Talos yet wants for a beating heart, it would appear thine efforts were not for naught. Thanks. I hope Jarek doesn't get in trouble for telling us what happened. What could be so terrible he'd want to keep it from us? The truth hurts, I'll say. Right then. The Talos. Their hearts cannot be made of just any stone. We need a special sort with sufficient ethereal conductivity. Both it and the other materials used in the construction of Talos bodies are mined in the same place. That place, of course, being here, the Hills of Amber. And it was 3 years ago when she... No, I can't. I'm sorry, but you'll have to hear it from Thaf or someone else. Oh. Mother... Damn. Back to the tavern, then. Couldn't even get a word in edgewise, he just ran off? Must be difficult. Something traumatic, obviously. Still here, eh? You can ask again, but the answer's the same. Our trolleys are... What? God damn it, Jarek. You could have at least finished so I wouldn't have to clean up your mess. Seeing how you made such quick progress in fixing that Talos and all, he was probably thinking you could help change things around here. And I think he may be right. Gather your friends and I'll tell you what you want to know. Oh.
Magnus's wife was a miner, you know. Greatest prospector there ever was. When the golem heart started failing, she was the first to head out in search of more. Problem was, most of the veins ran dry ages ago. And finding fresh ones to tap's only gotten harder. But she wasn't one to be deterred. She just kept digging deeper and deeper. And then the mine collapsed. We labored day and night to clear away the rubble. But it took us 2 months to find her. To find her body. Magnus has never been the same since.
That's why he drowns himself in liquor.
Where is he, if you don't mind my asking?
Ah, yes, well, if he's not here, there's only one other place he'd be.
What? Oh, you again. How many times must I tell you? The trolley won't run! We'd be better off dismantling the damn thing and selling the parts for scrap. Now, piss off back to wherever you came from. Don't let me catch you around here again.
What were their names?
My son was named Skuli. My wife, Agna. Being here with them, it beats going home. Home stopped being home when I lost them. I thought to try and drown my sorrows. But somehow, the bottle's never deep enough.
Never will be.
No bottle is. Believe me, I know.
Exactly.
You've lost someone too.
Not like you. Not my own flesh and blood. I grew up an orphan, so I never really knew what family meant. Not until I met a man who offered to take me in and make me his pupil. He was a kindly soul, always looking out for me, like a father. Not that I appreciated that at the time, or anything else for that matter. But I finally had a family. And then I robbed a young girl of hers.
I don't know if he's talking about Louis Soir. Because he was related to the,
I did my best to make amends, to offer her comfort. But the more I look back on it, the more I realize just how inadequate my efforts were. I let her down.
The Path of the 12, I think they were
Perhaps
called, or
is why I
something.
refused to let her legacy die.
Or they turned into the Silence of the Seventh Dawn.
In the end, all we can do is press on. For those we have lost. For those we can yet save. And that requires your Talos. Please, Magnus. You are our only hope of reaching Nabarth Arain.
What rubbish.
She's not gone. No matter what you say or believe, she's not. We can still bring her back.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets me there too, Josie. I know what you mean. Why must he always treat me like this? I wish there was more we could do for you, I truly do. But after Agnes' accident, no one is allowed near those mines. Full well do I know the pain of loss and how heavily it can weigh on one's heart. Nevertheless, there is but one way forward. We must needs procure new hearts for the Talos. Moonbreeder. I still remember how Urianger got when he lost Moonbreeder. Notice how any location wherein we might find the stone we require. No matter how scant the possibility, we would seize it. I told you near all of the veins were tapped dry years ago. Though I suppose if you really wanted to try, you might find something at Newbie's Leavings. It was opened well before Talos became commonplace, which is why the mining was never quite as deep. When you get there, look for Guthjun and tell him I sent you. But don't be surprised if he tells you the same thing. Thine assistance is most appreciated. Leon, I think it best Thancred joined me in the search. Though he would be quick to deny it, his heart is in turmoil and his thoughts clouded. It would be unwise to ignore his distress. Of course. Where the hell is he? Josie, you turned into a snowman. That is the cutest thing ever. Here, let me properly pet the snowman. Holiday cheer spirit right there. I remember when I first got the snowman mount, I was still in Stormblood actually. I was getting somewhere near the end, but nowhere near done yet. As you can see, I made a lot of progress since then. Off to somewhere, are you? At last, a lead on the stone we need to power the Talos. Whew. Sorry, Thancred, I started yawning halfway through your sentence. I can't very well have you go on your own. Lead the way. Sure, man. A convenient distraction. Level 77. We're roughly 75% of the way done now. I'd say we're long overdue for a good turn. I can only hope the gods feel the same way. Now, Newbie's Leavings was to the south, was it? Let's get going. I think it'll go away. I don't think it follows all the way over here, but yeah, there we go. Phew. What up, Thancred? The way you described it, I was expecting the place to be abandoned. Perhaps our fortunes are finally improving. Though we should probably hear what Guthjun has to say before we celebrate, assuming we can find him, that is. Shall we? We're going in. What is that? No. Tancred. Is this our man? We'll find out. Hmm? Who are you and what are you doing in here? Well, you should have listened to Thaf. You're wasting your time. But this site is not as developed as the others, is it not? Surely there must be something left. I should explain. The stone you're looking for is Leonine. All the Talos in the hills of Amber are powered using them. Or were, at least. Anyway, whatever's left, if anything, is too far below to be safely excavated. In the deepest reaches of the mine, we use Talos to keep the pathways from collapsing. They're still there, but they could give out at any time, which is why much of the mine is closed off. And our only option is to search the higher levels for any fragments of Leonine that may have been overlooked. I suppose there may be one other way. Well, don't leave us in suspense. What you're asking for is a trade secret. I'll need to be duly compensated in exchange. Fine. What do you want? The other day I found the Vobert gold piece down in the mines. A bloody Vobert gold piece. And wouldn't you know it, I dropped the damn thing somewhere while I was working. Find it, and I'll tell you what you want to know. You drive a hard bargain, sir, but we'll take it. Seems we have our work cut out for us, Leon. Thankfully, I have an idea for how we might hurry things along. I wasn't working that deep in the mine, so don't go searching too far. As I'm sure you've noticed, despite their best efforts to illuminate the corridors, it's rather dark in here. Meaning it will be that much harder to find a single coin hiding in the shadows. That's why I propose we use these, sundrops. They help the eye take in more light. Why don't you start your search further in, and I handle this area here. I'll retrace your steps after in case you happen to miss it. If you feel the drop's effects wearing off, I can give you more, so don't worry. So... Okay. Perhaps the gold piece lies elsewhere. So the drops are gonna last 3 minutes? That should be more than enough time. Yeah. You wouldn't happen to know where it is, right? Damn it. Thanks for distracting him, Josie. Ah, didn't work, because we're in a party, I guess. Oh well, just kill him. This thing got aggroed too for some reason. That's pretty cool. And you strip the shadow, the glint catches your eye. You turn over a rock and find the Vobert gold piece. Excellent. What the fuck? Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, Josie, of course. Because without you, it would have taken, like, I'd probably still be fighting right now. It takes, like, twice as long to kill those things. Because I still have, I still only have level 70 gear right now. I might have to start opening up these treasure chests that I've been getting from the quests. Because, well, like, item level 409 stuff might actually be better now. So I might have to start opening these for my Dark Knight. But, since I'm waiting on some level 80 armor, I think I'll still save them for later, for a different job class. Yeah, I got plenty. I don't think I have any because I haven't done any, No, I only have like 170. But yeah, the gear is all level 70 poetic stuff. Augmented Skaven armor. So... I was hoping he dropped the gold piece somewhere closer to the entrance. More fool me for thinking Lady Luck was on our side. Don't worry, we got it, we got it. Or maybe she is. Yours, at least. In the end, my contribution was little more than poor company. Well, I couldn't have done it without your sun drops. So you say, but you have a proven knack for success regardless of circumstances. I doubt very much I could have discovered it unassisted. I only managed to survive the Curthan wilderness and the Imperial capital by virtue of extensive preparation. A habit of mine since childhood and one of my few positive traits which endeared me to Louis Sois, I imagine. Yeah, that was who he's talking about. Hasn't been easy finding ways to compensate for my condition. Every tool and trinket has proven vital to my continued success, such as it is. Had I chosen to pursue the arcane arts, rather than espionage? Well, I'd rather not think on it. So long as I have the means to protect those dear to me and to see my duties through, that's all that matters. Now let's hurry and see that return to Gustin. The sooner we get back to Orianger and Minfilia, the better. You're back! Wait, does that mean... We got it, man. I'll be damned. You actually found it. Well, a deal's a deal. But don't think this means you'll find what you're after. A dirty job? Are we gonna meet Mike Rowe? To be honest, I wasn't sure you could pull it off. But you did, and I'm a man of my word. Come with me. Mike Rowe from Dirty Jobs. I hope you waited for the sun drops to wear off. They work wonders in the dark, but in the light of day, they'll only bring you pain. They ran out while we were talking, so yeah. It's like night vision goggles then. Wow. Every time I step out of those mines, the sky seems to get brighter. I'd never leave them if the air weren't so stale. But you're not come to hear my grievances. You're after Leonine. First, I have to ask, you ever heard of rockworms? Rockworms? I know them by another name, though I'm fairly certain the locals call them knockers. Aye, that they do. Whatever you want to call them, those little bastards may be the answer to your troubles. They can fit through cracks and crevices down where we could never hope to reach. And on occasion, they come back with something valuable. They dig up Leonine in the mines? It's a rare occurrence, but yes. That said, it usually amounts to no more than a few flakes. Well, our only other option sounds tantamount to suicide. So how can we draw out these rockworms? Over by that shack, you'll find a bag full of smoke bombs. Set off a few in the mines and you'll flush them out in no time. Once they're out in the open, knock them senseless and check their backs. Should warn you, this method of mining, if you can even call it that, is used as a last resort on account of what little they're like to bring back. You'll want to cover as much ground as you can if you hope to find anything of value. Assuming you do find something, bring it here and I'll have a look. Dude, this whole section feels like nothing but filler so far. I'm not kidding. We should split up if we're to cover more ground as he suggests. If you can cover these 3 areas on your map, I'll see to the parts between them. You're getting closer to the next dungeon? Sorry if you don't want to know, I'll stop. No, that's fine. That's not, to me, that's not a spoiler. That's actually, that lets me plan ahead, actually. So I appreciate that. Thank you for telling me, Josie. Yeah, it's only really a spoiler if, like, you tell me the name of the dungeon or what's happening story-wise, and you've never done that, so you're good. You're good. Let me see. There you go. Yeah, because everybody else, like, everybody else who checks up on my progress will usually, after I tell them what quest I'm at, they'll be like, oh yeah, you're this far away from another dungeon or a trial. So... Smoke bomb. Okay. Don't bother me, asshole. Megalobat. Shit. You won't go this far, but I gotta stay away from the other ones too. The air in the mines grows thick with smoke. Nearby you hear the soft rumbling of stones. Hey! Well, thank you for that, Suna. I know she's not watching the stream, but... There. Shit. Listen to that little scuttling sound, it's so gross. That's it. Burn it with fire. Kill it with fire. The fuck? Oh, there's another one. Okay. Damn, we gotta do that 7 times? Damn. Alright. Sometimes they have waves. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Where the hell? I don't think there's any more in this area. Oh wait, I see one over there. I was like, why would this area still be glowing orange on the map? Yeah, there you go. There's another one. Okay. Oh, there's one right there. Shit! Come on! There we go. Now we can kill them all at once. Or that guy can just fuck off, I guess. Oh shit, here they come. Well, that was fun. Back this way. Oh. We're gonna pull all of these dudes, or at least this guy. Or not. He didn't even notice us. Alright, whatever then. Oh, only 2 left. Okay. You flexing on me? I got one similar to that, actually. Fuck it. I'm not that strong. I move out of the AoE. Oh, right. More of them. There's like a little delay before they spawn, so it kind of like start moving away before they're all dead. Nothing. Damn, I'm yawning pretty hard now. Sweet! They need a high five emote or something. But, oh, at least I'll just give you a hug or something. The best I have is like... Oh yeah, the fist bump. I don't have that on the hotbar though. So I have to like... I have to use a keyboard for that one. I do. Yeah, I don't have that on the hotbar. For sure. I think it's... like this? There you go. Ah, I appreciate the company and the help. As always. This would be taking way longer without your help, because we got into so many fights in there. I found my share of rocks. Hopefully there's leonine among them. There you are. Find anything promising? Here. Between the two of you, I'd say you've got quite the haul. Let's get comfortable, friends. It's gonna take time for me to sift through all this. Of course it is.
You may not remember this about Arminfilia, but prior to founding the Path of the 12, long before the Scions, she was something of a miner.
Really? Wait.
After her father died, Flamine took her in and taught her the trade.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, she did tell us this. Yeah, she told us that she did do some of that, yeah.
I think they were both seeking to fill the void left by a loved one. Maybe that's why she took to it so readily.
Right, she told us this, I remember now. We were still in the Waking Sands in Ul'dah. And Menfilia told us this whole story. But that was such a long time ago.
Back in those days, I spent most of my time in the Quicksand, or some other tavern, loosening tongues and gathering secrets. Occasionally, I'd catch a glimpse of her in the street, on her way home after another hard day's work. I always felt a wave of relief when I saw she'd come back safe, along with a pang of guilt at the fact I wasn't there to support her as I should have been. Simply speaking with her more than once in a blue moon would have been a good start. I could never bring myself to do it. Instead, I threw myself into my work and became every drunkard's best friend.
None of these answers are positive, but can't imagine she thought too highly of you back then.
No. She once called me a wine-sodden wharf rat, which wouldn't have been half as galling had it not been so accurate.
A wine-sodden wharf rat.
But that was a lifetime ago. Here and now, I have another chance to do things right, and I will not squander it again.
Hey! Come and see what I found! You're not going to believe this!
Tell me it's Leonine.
It is at that. You lot were born lucky. It's mostly broken pieces. But look at this.
We got
This is a rather fine specimen.
very big rock.
It's been decades since we found anything approaching this big. But that's not all. There's an engraving on it.
Ah, these scratches here. They're a little hard to make out. To my beloved Magnus and Schooling.
Oh my god. She wrote on this before she...
Yes! Do you see? It was a gift to Magnus from his wife. She found it. She really found it. She must have spent her final hours carving this message into the stone, in the hope that he might see it one day. Those rock-backed bastards must have made off with it before we could clear a path to her. It's fate that brought you here to find this stone. No other explanation. It makes me wonder what else might still be buried in these parts.
Yeah, the gift rock. I'd hoped we would find Leonine, but to find that particular specimen is nothing short of a miracle. I have a heart. I wouldn't believe it if I had not seen it for myself. Before you set it in the Talos, would you like it? Would you take it to Magnus? For 3 long years, he's believed she died for nothing. He must know the truth, that her sacrifice was not in vain. We'll take it straight to him. You have my word. Thank you, good son, for all your help. Right then, let's not keep everyone waiting. So... wow. That is, quite something. Her sacrifice would definitely not be in vain, since it's actually going to be of great use to us. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that far, but... fucking lazy. Oh, it's probably because I'm getting a little sleepy. I'm gonna have to take a break soon. In about 8 minutes or so. Gods, what do we say? I don't know, man, but this scene might get the waterworks going. It's going to, actually. On him, anyway. Probably me too, but I don't know yet. What? Oh, it's you. If you've come to complain about the trolley, you'll find no sympathy from me. I told you before, it won't run and you wouldn't listen. Oh, but it will. Now that we have this. Your name is engraved on it along with your son's. It was a gift from your wife, Magnus. Or Magna. No. No, she couldn't have. Agnes. Take it. Do with it what you will. Are you certain? It would delay our plans, but... I said take it. It was you who found it, you who needs it. Looking at that stone, all I can see is... Please, just leave me be. I hope you'll be there when Talos stirs to life. I'm sure she'd want you to see it. Would you do the honors of delivering this to Urianger? Actually... Sorry I couldn't be of more help. By the sounds of it, you have a knack for handling strange requests. On the bright side, Urianger taught me a lot about the Talos and their hearts. I think I can help if they need further repairs. Finally, we can move on to Nabatha Rain. Assuming this works, of course. Oh, damn it. I thought Jarek. You found Neoman? Truly? And what are we waiting for? Let's get that trolley moving. You what? By the gods, I didn't think it possible. Thou art returned, and with Leonine, it would seem. As promised, the Talos hath been made ready to receive its heart, thanks in no small part to Jarek, Thaf, and Minfilia. Excuse me. At last we shall return time to the timeless, the sentinel of stone, that we may press onward, on towards Nabatha Rain. Very good. Now let us begin.
Preparations for the enchantment are complete. When the heart hath been suffused with a sufficient quantity of ether, the golem should be restored to life.
All right then. Whenever you're ready.
It works.
It's working! It's working!
You did come to see.
Magnus!
Me for this? This wretched heap of stone and rubble? This worthless pile of earth? And yet, I can't.
That one hit too close to home for her.
What troubleth thee, child?
I shouldn't be here. I don't deserve to be. I don't deserve any of the things you've done for me. I'm just a burden, helpless and hopeless. If tomorrow came and I was gone, it would be better for everyone. Thancred most of all. He'll never admit it, but I can see it in his eyes. I wish he'd just say it. Just say that he hates me, that he wishes I was dead so that she could return.
None of this is thy doing, child. 'Twas I who set the Oracle on her path unto the first. I who condemned you all to suffer these torments. 'Tis my sin alone, and one that will haunt me unto my dying day.
I think I should come true.
Yet I dare not dwell over long on my many regrets, for the world is a tapestry of fates, interwoven and inseparable. And we who strive to better it cannot choose but make difficult decisions. For naught of worth was ever achieved without sacrifice. And thus must man ever struggle to weigh life against loss. The one for whom thou mournest beareth no grudge. Were she here, she would not suffer thee to languish in sorrow. She would tell thee to seek thine own path, thine own purpose. It is a truth which I myself was slow to learn, yet a truth it remaineth. Thou needst but have faith. Have faith, and all will be well.
Hold her, man.
Not today.
He's watching us. Our progress, I guess.
To what do I owe the pleasure that is your extended stay?
Oh, to the tediousness of our hero's present endeavors.
You got that right.
That and the insufferable abundance of light in Armorang. I should be glad to keep my distance. Oh, I'm rather fond of sleep, you know. It's a wonderful way to pass the time.
He's teasing me right now, because I want to sleep too.
Not that my compeers would agree, mind you. Always on the move, the lot of them. Like La Hebrea, constantly jumping from vessel to vessel. Such fire, such determination. So much passion, fleeting and forgotten. Come to think of it, Exarch, I don't believe I've ever seen you retire to your chambers for so much as 40 winks. However do you keep your eyes from closing?
He's like, because I have no eyes, can't you see?
Shoulder. You wound me, sir. Always so guarded in our every interaction. Interactions you curiously refrain from sharing with the Scions and their champion.
And risk souring your budding relationship? I think not. Much as I dislike you, there are more useful targets for his energies. And I'm not in the habit of pointing him at my enemies like a weapon.
Is that right? Fond of him, are you?
So this whole crystal tower is...
Continue to fascinate me, Exarch.
The whole crystal tower is clearly related to the crystal Exarch, because I mean, his hands. You can see that he's like got some of that crystal matter on him. It might be that it's like this entire crystal tower and the Exarch himself are related to Heidelin or something.
But tell me, who are you?
Directly related to Heidelin, I guess. But I don't know. Just a random thought that entered my mind. See all that crystal stuff on his face?
The once great nation whose ingenuity gave birth to this tower was shaped by my hand. As such, I know full well the wonders it can facilitate and those it cannot. There is nothing in these walls which could have aided you in summoning our dear friend across time and space. Much less in possession of his mortal flesh, not even I could have performed such a feat.
I see. You had a hand in Alag as well.
The Ascians have been around forever. They had a hand in everything.
You would know what I am?
All of mankind's history, it seems.
I am the adjudicator of the sacred history with which you dared trifle. I am keeper of this tower's boundless wisdom. The wisdom of ages without age, of everywhere and nowhere. The great work of those who tamed the wings of time and grasped the nature of the rift. 'Tis a boon born of sacrifices yet unmade. The parting gift of brave heroes who will one day give their lives for a brighter future. I will not see their hopes and dreams squandered. The history which led us here will be unwritten. I promise you that.
Well, it seems we're both eager to fulfill our duties then.
On that much, we are in agreement.
Yeah, I did them. Thing is, I did the Crystal Tower raids for sure, because you, like I said, I had to. There's no way to not do them anymore. You have to do them. But honestly, I kind of hardly remember much about the backstory now that they explained in it. So, I gotta stop the stream here and take a break. Oh, green checkmark. I guess I'll turn in the quest, but after that I'm closing off the stream for a bit, take a rest, and then be back later. I'm fine. Really, it's just been a long day. I know. It's been too long. They force you to do them before you even get to Heaven's Ward, so I already forgot half the shit they tried to explain. They just mentioned that it was like used as a way to create a portal to the void, and that's pretty much all I remember from it. Like, yeah, they force you to do them that early. So by now I already forgot most of what the hell even happened. It's been too damn long. That was like 2 months. That was like almost 3 months ago for me. Mine apologies for the delay. Minfilia and I had a private matter to discuss. Which brings me to the question, how didst thou find Thancred during your search? He spoke of Minfilia? Of his own accord. I see. It says well that he did, and with such candor. I attempted to broach the subject before. Mine intention was to ensure no words remained unspoken between them, lest tragedy intercede. A regret I myself know all too well. Alas, in the end he refused to heed my counsel. Time will come when they must face the reality of their circumstances, but I have faith that all will be well in time. Now let us not tarry any longer. The Talos and the Batharang await. Well, they'll have to keep waiting for another minute or so, because I gotta take a break. But yeah, it's been too long since I did the Crystal Tower raids, so I have to like get a refresher on the on what happened. I just remember Grahatia being a descendant of the Alagans, and that they made that pact with the Void and the Cloud of Darkness. Zonde specifically made it so he could like take over the world and stuff, and he was using the Crystal Tower to help summon Void Scent and all that stuff. That was pretty much the gist of it. So far I haven't really made any connection between that and what's happening here yet. But yeah, that was pretty much the gist of it. You remember less of it than me then. Yeah. Anyway, I'm zoning out. See, I'm pretty tired, so I gotta cut the stream here. Almost forgot I was streaming when I just sat there staring into my screen. So anyway, yeah, that'll be it for now. I might come back later if I come back early enough and I'm not so exhausted like I am right now. And I'll see you then when I do. But until then, I'm out. So thank you for watching and supporting the stream if you followed and subscribed. And I'll see you all next time. I had to stretch. Couldn't stop myself there. Whew, shit, I'm fucked up.